welcome to another video. I thought maybe we can do things a bit differently today. I never show you the sketching process of my paintings. Usually we start with the sketch and then we go ahead and start painting, but maybe you would be interested in seeing some of the process, how I build the composition, how I work with the perspective, building a design for the painting, and so on. So let's do it together. I usually start with the horizon line, and I keep my horizon line low, and that way I don't have to put a lot of details in the foreground, and perspective wise it would make it easier for me to work with the painting. When you put your horizon line too high, then perspective wise it'll become difficult to control, and also you're going to be forced with putting a lot of details in the foreground. So I keep my horizon line fairly low. Then I think about, okay, what is my focal point, and is my focal point to be, is it going to be a human element, is it going to be a tree, is it going to be the mountain, what's going to be, and where I'm going to place it. You never put your focal point right in the middle of the painting, either to the left or to the right. So things like that. So my focal point for this painting is going to be a tree. It's going to be a fairly big tree, and I'm going to place it here, and I'm going to go ahead and do a rough idea of how the leaves and stuff is going to look like. Again, this is just a sketch, just a roadmap. It don't have to end up with the same tree. Maybe once we paint it, we change things. And that's the horizon line. Now I don't have to keep this land flat, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this tree on a slope. So that's my focal point. Now I'm going to go ahead and right in the middle, right around there, drop in my midground. So that's one plane. This is another plane, right here and right there. And maybe we can have some movement in the sky, some clouds. The shape of the cloud doesn't matter, they come in all different shapes. So maybe some movement in the sky, and maybe some trees in the midground, maybe some evergreen trees. And this part is very forgiving because you're working with the charcoal or the pencil. You can always change it. If you don't like something, just wipe it off, or just erase it, just like that. And this way you're not going to be overcommitted when you start painting. If you put acrylic or oil paint on the canvas, then you are committed. This way you're not overcommitted. You can see what works, what doesn't work. Maybe one more. We're going to keep the composition fairly simple for this painting, just a study. And that's our land. Now we can have a road. Maybe coming here, and this land, this slope can come this way. So see, the horizon line that we placed was just there to guide us. It's not going to go. It's not going to stay. We're not going to see the horizon line, but you will see right there. That's your horizon line. And maybe a road here. Maybe some bushes and some vegetation, maybe a rock here. We can place a rock. Maybe we can bring this tree a bit lower. We can play with these things, see what works, what doesn't. Maybe a big rock here, maybe some tall grass in the foreground, and then we decide where the light is coming from. Is it coming from right to left? Is it coming from this side? I'm gonna say, since the focal point of the painting is this tree, let's bring the light from right to left, so we can highlight the tree and we can highlight the rock. So if the light coming from the right, this area is going to be the shadow side of the rock, for example. Now, do we want to have a distant mountain? Maybe something around there. Maybe a distant mountain, a couple of ridges and stuff like that. And maybe some distant trees. Maybe some distant trees. And this tree is going to have soft mist at the bottom, so we can, once we do the sketch, we can even do this and indicate what we want to have. So this way you can build your composition. I know a lot of beginner artists, when they follow YouTube videos and TikTok videos, you will see someone working on a blank canvas and they just paint as they go. They usually have an idea of what they want to paint, and chances are they have done that painting many times. But if you're a intermediate or beginner artist, if you don't have a roadmap, you're technically gonna end up painting same painting over and over and over again, and in the middle of the painting you can get lost. Like, once you paint a mountain and some distant trees, then what? Like, what you're gonna do now? So this way you can have an idea, and also this helps you build the perspective. Like, those trees are smaller than this tree, so this is in the foreground. This is one plane of the painting, that's another plane, that's another plane, that's the mountain. So you're layering up basically, and multiple layers creates illusion of perspective. And yeah, that way you can what works, what doesn't work. Very small details you don't have to sketch, but the big ideas you can sketch and see what you're gonna do. So for example, if I don't like the shape of this hill, I can go ahead, raise it, I can bring it forward, I can push it back, that doesn't matter. I can bring this a bit closer to us, and I can make big vegetations over here and build it here, for example. Bring it down here, and then the road over here will stop, and it will appear that that's a hill by itself, like you go over the hill. So a lot of things like that you can do with the sketch. You can even create more vegetation over here, see if it works. Does it work? Does it not work? So you don't have to experiment with real paint and get overcommitted. Like, this area is going to be continuation of this foliage of the tree. So just like that, you can change things around. I really recommend, unless you've done hundreds of paintings and you know what you're going to paint, sketch it. If you're painting from a reference photo, then you may not have to do it because the reference photo is right in front of you. So, but if you're creating a scene from imagination, definitely put it down. That's pretty much the whole what do you call it, process for me to sketch an idea. I usually do it on a sketch pad first, and then I transfer onto the canvas, and the painting starts. Now when I paint, some of this sketch is going to be lost. Like when I paint the sky and the mountain, obviously some of this sketch is going to be lost, but I have an idea where they are, and I can do the same sketch on a piece of paper. So I have it right in front of me, or I can snap a picture with my phone. Just go ahead and snap a picture, so you have it right in front of you, and you can use it as a reference. What else we can cover with this video? I believe I went over most of the stuff, most of the important stuff, and that's it. I guess you guys have any questions, you can drop it below in the comment section. And if you want to see more of the sketching process of the videos, I can gladly post more videos like this. Thank you for choosing my channel. Thank you for still watching my videos, and I see you guys with another video. And I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna go ahead and make a painting out of this, and I'm gonna place it on the channel so you can see the transformation from my idea, from the sketch to a painting. Take care, and all the best.